Get it.
I think I hit it. I think it's going. We are live.
Hello, friends. Say hello, Wanderers. Hey, Zephyr Travels. How are you guys? Paul, thanks for coming to hang out as always. We feel like those of you guys who are coming to hang out with us this evening are obviously the most wonderful, awesome people on the whole planet because we know it is a serious football night. But that being said, we have got some really exciting giveaways, and what better way to do that than on a live?
I agree. And we also have a video launching right after this.
That's very true.
Only going to be a 30-minute live, so it's going to be a condensed version of a live. And yeah, we're hoping to do more of these in the coming month. So
I feel like we should start with the most important announcement of the evening,
which is
Baby Dash has learned to give high fives.
That's so true.
Okay, Baby Dash, you want to give Daddy a high five?
You ready? It doesn't always work with Daddy, but it does work with everybody.
Hey, Christina,
But
Lisa,
Daddy.
Brenda, Mike, thanks for coming and hanging out. Y'all are the best.
Brenda, Paul, Elizabeth.
Caesar.
Nice.
Okay, are y'all ready for seeing if Baby Dash
ready?
will give Daddy a high five?
Dash, you ready? High five, buddy. Oh, that's a live stream. Oh, that'll work. We'll take
We'll
take that.
One. Yeah. So we have had the most fun weekend. We are in Florida still, and we are at Camp Margaritaville in Auburndale, Florida, and we were here for the Hanks rally, which was so much fun. If you guys do not follow the Hanks, Kyle and Renee are wonderful. And we came to check out how they're doing rallies because we really want to do some of our own in the coming year, or this year, because it's already 2023. But legitimately, Baby Dash got to meet so many new friends, and the very first thing that he did was give everybody high fives. So it's been priceless and so much fun. But Daddy obviously taught him that, right?
So that's probably like an insider tip right there. We are doing a bunch of recon, which is why you've probably seen us show up at some of these rallies, because we want to host our own. And we've got a cool, unique theme that we're going to have with ours. And there's definitely
I'm sure
more.
you're going to be shocked about what it is.
There.
It may or may not have something to do with being or with wandering local.
It could.
It could. It could.
You don't want to give away too much, but that may or may not be the theme for the rally. So it'll be cool to bring a bunch of you together, hang out, share a campfire, share some stories, do some giveaways, live entertainment, lots of really cool stuff. But we'll talk more about that in the coming weeks. Give us some time to finish planning, though. Right, Dash?
Yeah.
Oh, dude. Dash is excited. So here for adventure. Hello, guys. Charmaine, welcome. Jeff, funny comment you just left about the marathon that I did with the donuts. If you haven't seen the marathon video with donuts,
well, I think that so. We probably have a lot of new friends who are on here this evening. So we have had so many of you reach out to us, tell us how much fun you've had with our daily vlogs, and we appreciate that love so much. We had no idea that we would enjoy the daily vlogs as much as we did. We really thought that it would be like a learning experience, and that it would just be really hard to produce that kind of content for like a consecutive amount of days. And then we realized that, well, we kind of love it. It was so much fun.
It was a lot of fun. So if you've enjoyed the vlog style content we've been creating, like, let us know in the comments, because we appreciate it. We've had a lot of fun doing it. We're going to start doing more of that style of content because we really feel like it's a little less orchestrated, like with the full-on production videos. And we feel more, it just feels as if we're bringing you along for the journey. It feels more natural. Yeah. And whatever happens, we just document it. So
okay, so that was a ridiculously long-winded thing to tell you. If you guys are here because you watched Daniel's marathon videos in Disney, we did a series of crazy marathon videos early when we were in like just getting our channel started, and they're so funny because they are all virtual races. One was for the virtual London, one was for the virtual Boston, one was for the virtual Chicago. Was there one more?
Yeah, there was. There was 4 marathons. It's funny. Boston, London, Chicago, and New York.
In New York. Okay.
New York.
Yep. So we did these all as we were traveling in the Airstream around the country. The best one is probably what we deemed the donut marathon, where we found 13 local donut shops in Ohio and literally ran from one to the next to the next. Don't worry, I did not run it. That would be insane. I rode a bike and just followed Daniel around. But he literally ate a donut at every single one of the local shops. And spoiler alert, he may or may not.
It does not go so well.
Have tossed his cookies,
but
which
Jeff,
is very entertaining.
Yeah, exactly. Which Jeff Flap obviously knows, because that was I was on a struggle bus after like 6 donuts, honestly. Using donuts for fuel for marathon, not a great idea, but it made for some fun content.
That it definitely did. Okay, hold on. We've got a really good question that is very relevant. Lisa,
it's a very big question.
So are we getting a new rig? We are really torn right now. We absolutely love our Airstream. I don't think that is a secret. But this little dude, as you can see, he is moving like crazy. And so is he starting to walk? Like, as much as we would love to chase good weather, it's like impossible to do consistently in this day and age. And so sometimes we can get stuck in the Airstream for a series of days at a time. And that means that we are really lacking floor space. So that, and then now that he's eating solid foods, for all of those parents out there, you know what the transition looks like with diapers when your baby starts eating all of the solid food. So we have more laundry than we used to because Baby Dash has never been like a throw up baby. And so I'm missing a washer and dryer. We're out of floor space, and we really need more like storage. We've got a regular stroller, we've got a running stroller. Like, we had to put our generators back at one of our parents' houses because we don't have room for them. So there's like just a series, like we've got our e-bikes that we really like, but we can only carry them here in Florida because we don't have enough space otherwise. So like there's 100 reasons why we could really stand to upgrade our rig. You like that I'm like talking with a baby toy?
I know.
Do you want this?
But there was some really cool rigs at the RV show, though. Really, really impressive.
I think the thing we know at this point is if we do upgrade our rig, because at this point we feel like there's 2 options. One, we could really modify our current Airstream, which seems kind of sad considering that like it's only 2 years old. It's a classic. It's beautiful. It's so functional the way it is. So we can either do that, or we can get a 5th wheel. Probably a toy hauler, mostly because we love that like back garage area and the patios.
Yeah.
But we feel non-committed.
On the fence. And we've had a lot of people chiming in on their favorite style of RV, whether it be towable versus 5th wheel versus Class A versus Super C and everything in between, really.
We were shocked at how much we loved the Super Cs.
It was a lot. I think it's honestly, I think it's best suited for like 2 people maybe, but I mean, it's not really like the configuration's not really like a big entertainment area.
I think the thing that I loved the most about the Super Cs is the quality was really there, because that's one of the biggest things that we feel like is a downside of leaving Airstream is everybody knows that Airstream is known for quality. And until you go to like the really high end rigs, it's hard to get that. So the Super Cs had really, really beautiful quality. And I'm still in awe with the fact that most of those Super Cs we looked at, you could take into a national park. That's like, so like, an exploring vehicle to me would be so fun. Because right now, one of the things we're doing is we're planning for our trip out west when we get back. So we're headed to Spain in exactly 2 weeks from today. So we'll be in Europe for the next 3 months. And yes, don't worry. I've gotten so many messages asking if we are going to continue to post on Instagram and YouTube while we're in Europe. The answer is 100% yes. We can't wait to show you guys how we wander local out there and what that is like. But when we get back, we are headed straight out west in the Airstream. And we're going to be close to Yellowstone, and we've never been there. So we're so excited about that, except Hello, Yellowstone in the summer. Obviously, it is going to be crazy busy. And we have been looking at parks, and the closest park that we can find. Now, granted, it's like 5 minutes outside of Yellowstone, and Yellowstone is insanely massive for those of you who haven't ever researched it. I think they say it's the same, it's like larger than the state of Rhode Island, which obviously Rhode Island is small, but for a national park, that's really big. And it is over $4,000 for the month for the RV park that we found. And I don't know about you, maybe you think that's totally reasonable. But I'm kind of on the train of if you bring your own home and you still have to pay $4,000 a month, that's like mind blowing. So I would love to be able to either boondock or get in the national parks, which is so fantastic, but our rig is too long. Even with just the Airstream at 30 feet, add the truck, we're at like 50 something odd feet, and it's not a thing. So the idea of being able to actually park in state parks makes the Super C very appealing to me.
Yeah. And I think what makes getting a fifth wheel appealing to me is somebody mentioned here that 550 at the RV Super Show was awesome. And who doesn't need a reason to buy a 550? It was massive.
I thought you said that truck was too tall for
it is.
Really
it is.
I
know. It just looks really, really cool. I was in one of the videos. It's a 550 and it has like 8 inches of travel. The price tag on that rig, I mean, it's the size of rig, the price tag on that 550 was $190,000 for a truck.
It's not a cheap truck.
That's
definitely not. Any truck is cheap these days.
No,
that's kind of over the top.
That is way over the top. And I think Paul on here would agree. That's a lot to pay for a truck.
But I do think we have to, we know and understand. So right now we have a Ford F-250. If we were to upgrade or upsize, I feel like it's upsize is like more appropriate word for it. Our RV to a fifth wheel, we would have to upgrade the truck. And one of the things we're pretty sad about is that if we upgrade Sully, the blue color isn't available, is it?
It's not, but we could wrap a vehicle too. So
that's true.
I mean, that's always an option. We could do like a really cool, graphic wrap or something like that, like we did with the Airstream.
We have absolutely, if you haven't seen our video, we originally, when we first started, we got like a big, huge Wander Local, like basically a billboard.
Okay, this is pretty funny. Melissa, hey guys, anything is bigger than Rhode Island. Rhode Island is where I live.
That's fair.
That is pretty funny. Yes. And in case anybody's wondering, the Chiefs are up 13-7.
I don't even know who the Chiefs are playing. I asked earlier. Do you know who they're playing?
They're playing the Chicago Bulls.
Okay.
No, they're not.
That's a basketball team. You're such a butthead. I know that. I don't know much about football.
Oh my goodness. Stuart chiming in here. We got to meet Stuart today. And Rusty, his pups.
It's so good to hang out with y'all.
Yeah, we've had a lot of really cool people this past week.
Well, speaking of wrapping things, we have had so many people who have like stopped by our Airstream and told us how much they love our wrap that we had done by Stunseed, which is a local business in Tampa Bay. We have a video that shows like all of how they did it. It was so cool. But they're who would wrap our truck.
100%. Yeah, they are
because they are so talented.
Yeah,
we could get a really big bright blue truck.
We could.
So I think that we do.
There's a lot of options here.
Upgrade our truck. We're 100% going 450, right?
I have heard that the 450 has a tighter turning radius than the 350. So
People
that is
talk about it like it's like gold.
Yeah, like they want the 450 because of the turning radius. But I mean, honestly, I have to do a little bit of homework. On a positive note, I am seeing a lot of comments here that say people loved the daily vlog. So that is exciting. You're definitely see more of that. Mm-hmm. Use the AS for an Airbnb and get a toy hauler. That's from Paul. That is actually something that we have considered, actually. Still Dog Vlogs. What's up, friends? Chiming in here. Here we go. Sarah said her son said that's Dash's mom. That's awesome.
We've been laughing. So we were talking with Kyle and Renee earlier today, and our friends Sean and Christina from Pause for Love, and we were talking about how like Dash is really the star of the show now. And maybe it would make sense to just rename our channel and call it the Dashing Adventures. But the only problem with that is the goal is to have another mini human in the next year or so. And then that just wouldn't be fair to mini human number 2 if the channel was called Dashing Adventures.
That's true. Kimberly Mason saying 450, 450, 450. Yes. That is amazing.
I love it.
Deborah is correcting it. Putting out the Chiefs are playing the Bengals, not the Bulls.
Right,
That's a good point. That's a good point. Oh, Deborah also from Rhode Island here. Got another Rhode Islander.
All right, we got some Rhode Island love apparently.
Yeah. Let's see here. Video, 350, 450. Okay, cool. I've got something. Somebody recommending a video with the 350 versus 450. We're definitely going to start doing more of those vlogs. We're definitely going to start doing more live streams like this because just having the opportunity to hang out with you guys like we're doing tonight is something that really just feeds our soul. We absolutely love it. And the fact that we've met some of you in person just adds to it, which is why I want to end up scheduling a rally later in the year so we can hopefully share a campfire with some of you as well, which would be amazing. So I feel like we should give maybe the first set of walkie-talkies away.
Absolutely.
Let's do it, dude. Okay, so we have 2 sets of walkie-talkies this evening. And these were given to us from Rocky Talkie. We reached out to them and asked them about doing a giveaway. We're not getting compensated from this at all, but they volunteered to give us these as giveaways. And I think that is really awesome. They're based out of Colorado. And we first started working with them when they were just getting started, really. Now they're like a big deal. And these Rocky Talkies are like $110, $110 or $20 a piece.
They're
each one.
Legit.
So you need like $200 to $250 to have a pair of these, which is kind of cool. So in order to win these, 2 options. One, if you were a member, no. In order to win these, you had to guess the total mileage that I ran over the course of 4 days during the Disney Dopey Challenge. And that mileage didn't just include the 5K, 10K, half marathon, full marathon mileage. I also jogged like to the starting corrals. I jogged from the campsite over to the buses to catch the buses. And then when I got off the buses, I walked, to where you start and then after the finish line. And I even tracked it, after the finish line going to get a mimosa.
You basically illogically did a whole lot more walking and running than you should have done with the Dopey Challenge already set up.
I did. And we had so many guesses. I think it took me a long time just to get through all of the numbers. I was keeping tally as everybody was guessing. And there were some that were so ridiculously close that I literally think you had to be stalking me because they were literally that close. Like literally.
Down to like the 100th.
Yeah, I mean, we were getting down to there were guesses that people are guessing that were down to like 100th of a mile, which is amazing. And there were quite a few that were really, really close. So I'm going to start with our members. We had a couple of close guesses. I don't want to give away the mileage yet, but there were 2 guesses. And I will say that, Jeff, you were close with a guess of 57.4 miles. And Teresa also guessed 57.4 miles. So if you remember, you had your own giveaway. That's how we did it. We had a member portion of the giveaway, and then we're giving away a second set, for the rest of the crew here. So, but the winner of this members only pair here.
Ready?
With a guess of a total of 60 miles, which was the closest from our members group, is Paul. So congratulations, Paul. Paul, PBC 2112, sir, we will be mailing these to you. 60 miles was close. So then the next question is...
Okay, we've got a couple questions that need to be addressed first before we do this. First off, Randall said, is Baby Dash training for his first marathon?
Is Baby Dash...
What do you think, Baby Dash? So Baby Dash ran for an hour and 10 minutes with Mommy this morning. He did great. He did a serious nap. But so far we have not gotten him to a point where we feel like he would be cool with running that long, even if it was Daniel.
I mean,
so
I'm fast.
Eventually.
I'm fast. I would.
The Barcelona Marathon doesn't allow strollers, does it?
No.
Yeah.
No.
So we haven't figured out how to do that yet.
I think we need to start with a 5K.
Yeah. That's on our list of things to do relatively soon.
Yeah. Mr. Nault chiming in here. Sir, how are you? Nice. Okay, so we've got I've got a lot of people chiming in here. Small RV, big life,
Oh,
57
and Jim has a good question.
Yeah, this is a great question because if you were on one of our previous live streams,
it was so bad.
It was so bad that we literally deleted it. I'm not even joking. My own family told us it was in our best interest to delete the live stream after we recorded it. So
they're like, y'all look like amateurs. Your internet was really bad.
It was really bad. And we were toggling at that point in time between AT&T, Verizon, and Starlink.
We were toggling between all of them. Yeah. Everything we had.
Yeah.
And our cell phones.
Tonight is compliments of AT&T. We tested all three, and AT&T reigned supreme tonight.
Which we were really surprised about because we actually got the Verizon system because of being in Florida. Like,
that's true.
Verizon is supposed to be the end all be all in Florida. Apparently not.
Yeah. Stuart says he'll get Dash some racing wheels for his stroller. Yes, please. That would be amazing.
Hey, Greg. How's it going, Charlemagne? Vanessa?
Oh, my goodness. Malia, you're spying this right here, probably?
No.
Oh, that mirror. Oh, that one. Okay.
Miss Malia sent Dash the cutest little setup of these RV toys. And it's a mirror. He loves seeing Baby Dash in him. It's like his new favorite thing. Baby Dash. Look at that cute baby.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. This comes up a lot too. Lucy said the name should be Dash and Dot. If we have another one. Yeah, that has come up.
No, I'm not naming a baby Dot. Dash was like enough of a stretch, if you ask me. We have talked about the fact, though, that it would be really fun to write a children's book, The Adventures of Dash and Dot, and it'd be a Dotson puppy.
Because we met when Lauren took over my Dotson. So really, The Adventures of Dash and Dot children's book would be
a real
so
thing.
Much fun. Yeah, we should definitely do that. That would be amazing. Nice. What else we got here?
So good to see you.
Yeah, Floridians, fellow Floridians, we have Verizon AT&T to survive. Yeah, that is very, very true. Okay, so what do you think?
Okay, so
we're at 8:21. Should we start to? Okay,
yes,
I can do like a little countdown here. So we literally, I mean, honestly, it's crazy how accurate the guesses were. In total mileage,
so many guesses.
There must have been 100 guesses, and some of them are really, really close. But there were 5 in particular that were like almost on the dot. It's sort of creepy because I tracked everything.
Creepy?
I crapped everything with my watch, and I was like, did somebody hack my watch for this? I don't understand how these guesses are that accurate. So I guess this is technically in. I can say this is in like 5th place. There's really nothing for 5th place except for bragging rights, right?
Bragging rights are important around here.
So Tina S guessed 61.4 miles, which was very, very close. In 4th place, Lynette B guessed 61.65 mileage, which was also very, very close. And then even closer, we've got Renee T, who guessed 62.3 total miles. And then just overshooting it, in 2nd place is Cassandra. Well, technically that would be 3rd place because Renee was closer, with 63.31 miles. So the closest guess to the total mileage,
drumroll please,
was Ann G with 62.48 miles.
Go Ann.
The total mileage for all 4 days was 62.58 miles, which means that she was only off by 0.1.
That's insane.
0.1, which is amazing. Yeah, she was off by 0.1. So Angie will be contacting you, and you will be getting this set of radios.
Well, don't you need her to contact us?
That's true. Well, I'll reach out, by comments and go from there.
Deal.
Yeah.
Or if you just want to reach out to us on Instagram or Facebook Messenger, that's a great place to do it too.
Yeah. So that was fun. So I think we're going to have to do more giveaways just like that with some other cool stuff. I'm just going to reach out to a bunch of cool companies and say, give me some stuff to give away.
This is so true. This is why Dashing Adventures would make perfect sense for a new name for our YouTube channel.
That's true. And as Elizabeth points out, that is a lot of mileage in 4 days. Yes, that was a
little on the insane side.
On the 4th day, I was on the struggle bus.
Yeah, this one's so true.
What is the Michelle, what are you saying here? Tampa, you kept asking for someone to give you a Prevo. I can't give you a
hold
Prevo.
on.
Would you like visiting Canada? Stop by Quebec. I'll take you to the Prevo plant.
Yes, that would be very fun.
Somebody's at the door.
Our
Who is
doorbell
this?
just rang.
What the? Who is this? What is up? Jump on in here.
Oh my gosh, you
Come
look
here.
so nice, Christina.
Oh, come here.
Oh my gosh, hi.
This is how we roll with live streams.
So, y'all, if you have not
I'm a
met,
new Fernandez.
That's right.
They had another baby, everybody.
if y'all have not met Miss Christina from Pause for Love, she told Daniel and I this evening that we were not allowed to go to
No.
bed too early.
No, they're not.
And so, I guess she didn't know what she was getting into when she just rang our doorbell.
Well, it's funny because I did try shaking your RV.
Did you?
It didn't work.
Uh,
No, I just
no.
heard you guys keep talking. I was like, that's not gonna work.
I think the
Trying
Airstream
to
is
shake
too
it.
heavy.
What are you doing?
Typically, if you have the windows open, people kind of like peek in through the windows.
Really?
Oh yeah, we've
Oh,
had
a
that
couple
happen
of days
before.
ago, I saw someone creeping on your RV at the end of your site. I was like, yeah, it looks really nice. Wow, a little behind the scenes.
I know
I
you
don't
didn't
know
see a
what to
live
say.
stream.
I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
anything you want.
if you haven't checked out Pause for Love on Instagram,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a lot of golden retrievers. So if you don't like goldens, you shouldn't follow us. But if you do like goldens, we have two really cute ones that are kind of just equivalent to how cute you are.
right?
Say hi, Christina. Well, and Christina and her hubby are the brains behind all the rallies we have been going to.
Yes.
And they are going to help us put ours together.
Wow,
We're
that's really just
so
going for it.
freaking excited about.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, I mean,
we're
if
gonna
we
do
do
it.
Prize
this,
is out. The cat's out of the bag.
Now, question is when. We got to figure out like
When?
when we're going to do it. And the biggest question is focused around we got to find a place and we got to find a RV park that will
accommodate all the
us.
people that want to come see.
Because it's going to be
guys.
so friggin' fun.
Mhm.
as Paul said, they're cute dogs, 100%.
I agree, Paul.
Right? There we go. I remember Pause for Love from way back when you guys first started YouTube.
Oh my gosh, that feels like a lifetime ago. I'm curious if anybody that's watching also watched our Texas freeze recap.
video.
Which
that
was
was like-
amazing.
But that was like almost a year ago. You were still in your mommy's belly, and we had just gotten Maverick.
That's
He
so
was
true.
little.
That's
Vanessa is
true.
saying we would love a rally. How about Tennessee?
Tennessee
Um,
is such a good option.
Yeah, there's a lot of options.
I think no matter
We've
what.
got a bunch of Rhode Islanders here apparently on the live stream
Yeah,
tonight. I
that's
did
true.
not realize that. Yeah.
Uh-huh. And
Um,
Elizabeth says, "Oh my God, Dash loves her." This is very true.
I love you too, buddy.
Michelle peeking through the windows. Yeah, I heard about that. Daniel apparently was showing the moon. You are not wrong, sir. You are not wrong. If you're a camper, you have at some point flashed somebody. It's just
100%.
inevitable.
And
It's just inevitable.
speaking of Tennessee, so I grew up in Nashville, so no question we'll eventually do one in Tennessee. The question will be when,
Yes.
because we absolutely have no choice but to do it in Tennessee.
That is true. That is very, very true.
Well, like, I mean, you guys are all about local, so you have to do it in your home base.
Yep.
Yeah.
This is real.
Well, home base.
Somebody here is look at this English cream retriever. Nice. Okay.
Oh, sweet.
Ah,
Love.
Paul's saying New Mexico before the balloon festival.
Oh, that would be a fun
Oh, that-
one. We are
I
so
mean-
pumped. I don't know if we've shared that. We have officially gotten a spot at
The balloon festival. Fiesta.
Fiesta.
The balloon fiesta. We actually have a
Fiesta.
spot there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so we're so pumped about that. That's gonna be so much fun. If you guys have any tips or tricks about how to do that well, let us know. Because we are all ears. It's gonna be so awesome.
Well, I'm going to sleep right here then.
Okay.
That's perfect.
We did not get a spot.
You're
did
not
it.
the only one.
I've heard.
So
We
I
didn't
think
want to
the
brag because
tickets-
everyone was saying they didn't
I
get a
think
spot,
the
so I don't want to
tickets
like rub it in.
literally
Seconds.
sold out in like less
They
than a couple
did.
of minutes.
They
We
did.
just got lucky. So
Yeah.
That's
There's
so
that.
fun. You're going to be
Mhm.
so fun.
Quincy, some good tips here with Texas freeze type stuff.
oh heavens.
Plenty of propane, good generators, some more lithium batteries. You are not wrong, friend. You are
Yeah.
not wrong.
I don't really feel like either one of us did well in the Texas freeze.
Oh,
No.
Tammy. Tammy's going to be. Tammy, that is awesome.
Yay! We cannot wait to see y'all. It's been way too long.
It has been way too long.
That is
Malia,
so
what?
fun.
That
I
think
think
they-
of the party people.
Man.
I think you're going to have
okay.
a mini rally at the balloon fiesta.
I mean, that would be
Uh,
awesome sauce.
That would be.
We may need to just use your rig, take it to the balloon fiesta. We can all crash in your rig because you have a fifth wheel.
We have a toy hauler, everybody. So they have like a bedroom in the garage.
Yeah.
And your own separate bathroom.
I mean, so Christina, if you guys saw our Tampa RV show videos, the last video had an Alliance toy hauler that had the 2 patios, which is
and everybody was going crazy. over it.
Daniel and I love this rig.
Mean, yeah. Yes.
Awesome.
That's what they have. That's what kind of
Yeah.
got us on board with that. The 2 patios. Their setup is
So
awesome.
legit.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
not gonna
Yeah.
lie, it is.
We officially have less than 60 seconds before tonight's
The video
goes
yeah.
live. Are you so excited? Yes. Yeah.
But the good news is we're going to be doing more lives. This is not going to be the last one. We just
Nope.
had a period of like some pretty crappy internet, but we're back online.
Okay, we're headed over to the live for the premiere of our newest Airstream RV modification.
So
So we'll see you
hop
there.
over to the video that's airing right now, jump in the chat, and we can continue with the convos.
Say bye, y'all.